Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. I'm Kevin. How you doing? How you doing? This is a video I didn't expect to make. I had said I was not going to buy the Blade HQ exclusive Spyderco Military with CPM M4 steel and the natural G-10 that some people are calling jade, but it's not natural G-10. I said I have enough militaries. Last year I promised myself, I just challenged myself to buy every new Spyderco that came out. There's a video of that on this channel. Go check it out. In 2016, I bought every single Spyderco, and that was their 40th anniversary. So they released a whole heck of a lot of Spydercos, a lot of different versions of paramilitaries and militaries as well, and I bought them all. So when Blade HQ a couple of days ago announced that they were going to sell their limited edition military with Crucible's M4 steel and the jade handle, I said, you know what? I'm not doing that. It's tax time. I need to pay the government. Also, why would I do it? I have enough militaries, and I'm going to show you all my militaries at the end of this video. But you know what? Two things went through my mind. First, I'm sick. Check out my knife a day, the knife of the day series, where I'm going through all my Spydercos one knife at a time, one day at a time. And you'll see, I'm just sick. That's one reason. The other reason is I did buy their limited edition paramilitary from Blade HQ last year that, again, had the natural G-10 scales and Crucible's M4 steel. And here's my bet. My bet is they already have an order in to Spyderco to do, guess what? A natural paramilitary 3, or a para 3. Spyderco's new short 3-inch paramilitary para 3 in, natural G10 and M4. I have no sources whatsoever for that. Then again, nowadays, I guess you don't need sources for anything. But if they've done the paramilitary and now the military, I figured we'll hold out for the complete set. So that's why I went for it. They rushed it to me, and I wanted to share it with you. And let me just tell you, what a beautiful knife. I actually like smaller knives better. I go more for the smaller knives. Paramilitary is a big knife for me, but every time I put one in my hands, every time I just go crazy. It's so well done. So well done. And I know the paramilitary, we all shouted and wanted a smaller military. We got the paramilitary 2. And then we shouted later and we got a para 3 because we wanted a shorter paramilitary 2. But let me just tell you something. The military is a beautiful knife. If you want a big knife, you have to look at the Spyderco military. I'll tell you, at some point, I'm going to sell all my knives for my retirement. Get a great van and travel all over the country looking at knives and cigars and all kinds of stuff. Good food, good drink, and do a YouTube channel on it. But I'll tell you something, this is a real nice knife. Now let's talk about the military. If you're new to Sal Glesser, the founder of Spyderco, and his design for the military, let me run it past you, okay? The blade is a 4-inch blade. The edge is about a 3.7-inch because they give up some of that blade. This is about a 70-30 choil. 70% of it is handle. The rest of it is blade for the choil. So it's about a 3.7-inch blade, 9.5-inch in total length when it's open. And I'll tell you, the distribution is great on this. It's just so well balanced. It's really only 4.2 ounces because you have that light G-10. I really like the natural G-10 because it's see-through. Besides giving you that nice light green or jade color, say you can see the compression, you can see, not the compression lock, you can see the liner lock and the nested liners as well inside of this. I almost say compression lock because I remember this one where you can actually see the compression lock on the Paramilitary 2 through it. But I love that you're able to see the inside of it. Yes, this is a liner lock and it's see-through construction, easy to clean. When I show you all my militaries, one reason I have so many is the different variations in blade steel. I love when Spyderco does that. And I have 2 titanium militaries that actually have a frame lock instead of what you're used to, which is a liner lock. So you see those as well. Why CPM M4? Spyderco is really in love with Crucible's M4 steel these days. You know, Gail Bradley loved that steel. If you're familiar with Spyderco knives, the Gail Bradley, the original one, was M4. Gail Bradley's Air, M4. Gail Bradley 2, M4. Loves his M4 with Spyderco. Spyderco has picked that up, is doing a lot of special editions with CPM M4, and releasing a lot of original knives with M4 as well. Original production knives, not just variations. The only thing, it's very strong steel. It retains an edge for a very long time. It is not a stainless steel, so it will rust on you. You just have to take care of it. That's all. I'm not a genius when it comes to taking care of knives. You know, I spread some EDCI on it, some Aegis solution, and wipe it off. That's how I take care of it. But just a real nice knife. On the military, on this special military, you can only get right hand tip down carry. I'm real happy. They're still for sale on Blade HQ, unlike the Paramilitary 2 that sold out in just a number of hours. I don't know if they bought more of them. I'm sure the demand is a little less than the Paramilitary 2 for this military, but they're still available. This, of course, is not sponsored. I sponsor Blade HQ, given all the money I spend. What a beautiful knife. I'll put that next to the Paramilitary 2 so you guys can see it. I just wanted to give you guys my first impression. This was the first knife for me, the Digicam with a coated black blade, S30V steel. This was my second one, full tie version of the military. Again, S30V steel. But look at that. I just love that frame lock on that. I just love it. So well built, too. I'll tell you. No, it's not a Chris Reeve kind of build, but man, that's the first thing that popped in my mind. It's like if you're familiar with the Sage 2. You know, you've already got the Chris Reeve integral frame lock on all of the Spyderco frame locks, and then you have this great titanium handle. Oh, I loved it. But it wasn't as good as the fluted. Fluted titanium, and it's blue. I was lucky to get one of the blues that weren't faded. These are very limited. It is no longer available, and the reason is they had some problems with the production process. The blues weren't as perfect as this one. A lot of streaking, a lot of other things. You'll see those on the secondary market every now and then. There is a regular fluted titanium that's still available from Spyderco. Man, these are beautiful knives, but I love my blue. I love it, and I love having the frame lock. Again, S30V steel, and then last year I had to get Blurple. First, I had to get all of the production knives that were Blurple. The Paramilitary 2, the Native. What else was Blurple? I can't think. I can't think about it. Oh, I just love the Blurple. The Mannix 2 as well. Just wonderful knives. And so I had to get the entire series, and that meant I had to get my Paramilitary with S110V steel. Wouldn't you get that? Those, of course, are still available. You would think the S110V steel from Spyderco would be a sprint run or special edition. It's not. It's a production knife. All of them are production knives, so you can still pick them up. And this baby came in last year in 2016. I just had to pick it up. It is carbon fiber military. So light. It's so light. And it has 52-100 steel. 5-2-100 steel. Oh, yes. It is one of the smoothest, even though it's one of the newest. Well, there's my lineup of paramilitary, of military. Sorry. Here's my new lineup of military since I've added the brand new Blade HQ exclusive with the natural G-10 CPM M4 steel. And I just have the paramilitary here because I think they're going to be joined with the Para 3 at some point. Blade HQ is not sleeping on how well their exclusives are selling. That's it. That's the video. A week ago, I didn't think I was going to make, but I'm crazy. I love my Spydercos, and I just know they're going to do a Para 3, and I want the whole family. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I hope you're having a perfect day. Take good care of yourselves and your family, okay? Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.